still on justice for Mohbad. You're about to hear some explosive one. This is unbelievable. You have never heard this before. This is exclusive. This is deep. You're about to get to hear. You're about to see the nurse, Wunmi, Prime Boy, and the whole connection. Everything together. So this was pre-planned. This was mapped. Because the nurse is saying, oh, this is a setup. They set me up. This is a setup. This is a setup. What is the setup? What really happened? I'm very sure that the other nurse will be thankful. Will be thankful. Will be thankful to God. I mean, the other nurse that was supposed to be there will be thankful to God that she was out of town. She'll be so thankful to God because she would have been the one that would have fallen prey to the mastermind plan of Wunmi and her group. When I say Wunmi and her group, there are a lot of people connected to this one. I'm sure you too must be wondering, how strong, how powerful can Wunmi be? It is clear that she's not, but she's a tool of wickedness. It is not something new. It is not something for us to now argue about why Wunmi refused DNA. You all know why Wunmi refused DNA. Because DNA is attached to the demise. DNA is attached to a lot of things. DNA is attached to a lot of things. And for Wunmi and her family to continuously press against justice for Mohbad, obviously, you should know that there is more to what the eyes can see. But thank God for you and I. We said enough is enough. Justice for Mohbad must prevail. And here we are today, pressing on justice for Mohbad, because we will not be hoodwinked into silence. We will not be shut down. We will not accept anybody fooling us, thinking that we will keep our mouth shut. No, not at all. We will not keep our mouth shut. Not at all. Not in the midst of injustice. If you hear this one that you're about to hear, you will realize that we need to stand stronger. We need to pull our weight together. Because these people, they are finished already. Wunmi? No, Wunmi is finished. Wunmi is finished. Wunmi and her mother, all of them, the group of wickedness, they are all totally finished. They are finished. Justice for Mohbad. Like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Very important. And to encourage this channel to do more, tap on the thanks button. The one with the love and dollar sign in the middle of it.
Ẹ wá fẹ́ pe nọ́ọ̀sì wá kí nọ́ọ̀sì kọ́ show nínú fíìmù yẹn. At the end of the day, ó fún lábẹ́rẹ́ kò fún lábẹ́rẹ́ ó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. It's a script. Script wọ́n kọ fún bàbá Mohbad nìyẹn. Ìyá Mohbad dẹ́ mọ̀ because wọ́n sọ fún ìyá Mohbad pé kó má worry àwọn tí Mohbad ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Mohbad actually died. Wọ́n ná bọ̀bọ́ yẹn to the extent pé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn rẹ̀ ò gbà. Wọ́n dẹ̀ take advantage of bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ní ọjọ́ yẹn. And to ṣé kò fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má jà sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn because ikú tó pa Mohbad Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó yà sínú lẹ́yìn. If they make sure pé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn wọ́n ti sign ikú ẹ̀ wọ́n ti sign ikú Mohbad kì í ṣe ẹnìkan kì í ṣe ẹni méjì kì í ṣe ẹni mẹ́ta àwọn àgbà ní Mohbad ṣe àwọn àgbàlagbà gbogbo ilé tí Sam Larry ń ná yẹn it's just pé ìkìlọ̀ but kò gbọ́ràn but they say don't blame the dead. They said, don't blame the dead. We will blame Mohbad in one part. But because he's dead, we will not go to that area that Mohbad has made a lot of mistakes. Let us be honest to ourselves. May God not let us see danger. And we will see that danger, you will still be choking your head. Wunmi will let you suffer from my pie. What is suffering? She told you specifically, so what are we talking about? Do you think Prime Boy come to that house that night? We are too, we are gullible. ẹ̀kọ́ prime boy máa sọ pé wọ́n ti ń jà ẹ̀wọ̀n ń jà ìjà òṣì wọn ni wọ́n jà ṣé ẹ̀ rí gbogbo script tó kọ fún yín láti Abu Ebel gbogbo ṣé ẹ̀ rí gbogbo script yẹn ni ẹ tún follow ti prime boy wo ìgbà tá ti ká idán wọn they can never talk again ṣé yẹn ni wọ́n ń pè ní justice for Mohbad if really tí prime boy bá ń fẹ́ justice for rẹ̀ kò yẹ kó reply gbogbo nonsense yẹn ó yẹ kó dákẹ́ ni until that day tí corona máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ or kó charge everybody lọ sí court then everybody will speak èwo ni pé you now open your social media you want to rubbish justice for Mohbad ẹ fẹ́ kí bọ̀bọ̀ ìgbà justice ẹ wá ń ṣe big game ibi tọ́rọ̀ nọ́ọ̀sì ti wá nìyẹn o Tuesday ló débẹ̀ ó débẹ̀ níbi around that 5 ẹjọ́ nítorí ọlọ́run ìgbà bàbá Mohbad débẹ̀ within 2 hours tí nọ́ọ̀sì débẹ̀ ló dé it's just a script wọ́n fẹ́ make sure pé wọ́n ṣe everything tán kó wá gbé òkú yẹn lọ bá bàbá Mohbad nílé wọ́n mọ̀ pé bàbá Mohbad ò ní ṣe anything jọ yẹn wà lọ bẹ́ẹ̀rì bọ̀bọ̀ yìí they know bàbá Mohbad will not do any jack shit tó wá gbé òkú Mohbad wá bá nílé wọ́n wá play record yẹn fún pé ẹ wo nọ́ọ̀sì wá o ṣe ti rí nọ́ọ̀sì gbogbo picture nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn gbogbo everything ó wà lórí fọ́ọ̀nù Wunmi ó wà lórí àwọn spending ó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn they have everything in their hand everything is with them wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo feature yẹn sílẹ̀ but unfortunately baba Mohbad came into the mess they've not finished tidying up everything now people say Mohbad never died on Monday and the nurse came on Tuesday you people don't understand if they can release prime boy they release spending so who's gonna release the nurse nobody's donating money in that area for the nurse so all these things they are looking for narrative tabagbe narrative jáde pé nurse survive ṣáwádìí pé sí wà ní lọ tidy up ó máa lọ tidy up now nígbà tó fẹ́ ṣe prime boy léṣe ṣe mọ bí tí prime boy ti ṣe mistake interview tó grant yẹn ní first and second yẹn ibẹ̀ ni Wunmi ti wó ibẹ̀ ni Wunmi ti gé lẹ́sẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti gé so àwọn tó send 2 million ẹni tó send 2 million tó send yẹn ẹjọ́ ibo ló tuntun wá ẹ rántí pé Sam Larry àti prime boy wọ́n fi ṣe substitution yẹn tó yẹ kẹ́ padà sórí narrative yẹn pé okay this ló parọ́ náà àwọn méjèèjì so ọlọ́pàá ń parọ́ báyìí nísìn prime boy dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó yé wa pé òun ò bá Mohbad jà so ẹjọ́ tó lọ́lọ́ ẹ tí digest ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dáadáa tẹ bá digest ẹ máa rí pé game tó play bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó superb gan and now you people don't understand instead of you people to go into depth of this local information tó ń fún yín tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí bí tí ọ̀rọ̀ you people are not seeing beyond justice for Mohbad. Police has actually told you that he bled profusely. You don't know the meaning of profusely? Kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa jáde bí pump kó máa jáde and ta ló jẹ́ kó ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa jáde wọ́n ní prime boy ni so ìjà tí Sam Larry ti bá Mohbad ìjà báyìí tó ti wá nà Mohbad ìyẹn ti ká gbàgbé ẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ we can never forget it. So prime boy actually came in between that thing to substitute Sam Larry. Now Sam Larry is gone now. Prime boy tí wá jáde pé òun ò bá Mohbad ìjà ẹjọ́ ti rí géèmù tó ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn. You people saw the game they did that place. Can you move Sam Larry? Okay, you actually bully this boy, you beat this boy, you do this thing to this boy. There's evidence video. In fact, that place because we are too slack. Àti slack iju nǹkan tó yẹ ká máa jà fún nǹkan mìíràn ló ń jà fún àti slack when that door was open ó yẹ ká ti orí ìbò ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa hammer ẹ̀dá yẹn but we allow prime boy to come in and Sam Larry was discharged because wọ́n ní téèyàn bá báyàn jà within that January to December now ẹni náà wá kú ní ẹni náà okay ó bá mi jà ní okay this is January now ó nà mí ní March, you beat me like March yesterday. Oh no, me go. Now exactly December, my enemy now die. They will go back to you. This person, we find out that the fight, you fought this guy, you actually wanted. So the Constitution of Nigeria has actually, pinned that person down. That is the Constitution of Nigeria. Go and read about it. So that is the mistake police made. Police actually made the statement. When they made that statement, because of who? Prime boy. Now, Sam Larry evidence now came. No, before prime boy, Sam Larry didn't know Mohbad. How many times that Sam Larry actually involved. They beat this boy. So in the other way, Sam Larry ló jẹ̀bi. Police igba because we will change the narrative one. Police cannot change their narrative, but they now sat down. When the nurse wrote a statement, kì í ṣe pé what then say, gbogbo ele ma gbọ́ lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Then say, the nurse wrote a statement. Ọlọ́pàá wèrè yẹn tó jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run bá mi dá lẹ́jọ́ tó máa gba uniform lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ very soon. Ó gbé statement yẹn, ó lọ gbé fún Wunmi. Wunmi read that statement. Ibẹ̀ ló ti wo nurse yẹn pé ìwọ ṣé nǹkan tó yẹ kó kọ lélẹ̀. That is when the argument started from. And he now put everything on that nurse, put everything on Prime Boy. Kò care. Ó lè pé torí pé òun lẹ́sẹ̀ àwọn Fáṣọláwó mọ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pé yes, mo ní bàbá Sàlẹ̀, they will do the job for me. Ibẹ̀ ni everybody ti dìde pé láì kò jọ́. Ẹjọ́ ibo kí ni lẹ́ǹtì wá ṣe? Ká ní nọ́ọ̀sì lọ kú síbẹ̀ yẹn one, or tí ó bá tẹ̀ wá kú, ó wá fi sí custody. For instance, what he release the Prime Boy, what he release the spending. Ẹjọ́ ta ló fẹ́ release the nurse? Kò sẹ́ni tó máa dáwó now. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa dáwó, let's be frank. Nígbà tí Prime Boy ó ti kọ́ sí wàhálà, wọ́n ní wọ́n ná owó kan. Spending ó ti kọ́ sí wàhálà, wọ́n ní wọ́n ná owó kan. And I stood my ground pé kò lè jọ́ sẹ́. Kò lè jọ́. TikTok yìí wò gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ bọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Justice for Mohbad wò gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí owó. And I stood my ground. Ibo mo tutu jẹ̀bi mẹ́ba. Where have I gone wrong? Where have I gone wrong? By standing for justice for Mohbad. If I call Prime Boy, that doesn't mean I'm calling because he started all this journey together with Mohbad. He actually started all this journey with Mohbad before the nurse came. If Mohbad can say Mohbad died, you people are not thinking, but nurse to one Tuesday, kilo wa shembe. Mohbad is really Mohbad nílẹ̀ already. Mohbad has actually saw Mohbad already. That on Monday, remember she said on Saturday she want to go and pray. It's the same Wunmi that called that woman. Do you hear anything? The woman said like how? Allah, may God not let us see our enemy die. And the woman say amen. At that time, Mohbad is already. So when the woman now actually get the news, she went back to the house. Oriomo now. But the woman actually, see all these things I'm telling you guys. Toba Diodonye, I want you guys to play my record back again. Because it has at the beginning of Tonto Dike and Yabojo, but we don't want to spoil the justice. Let's follow it. I don't follow one. Dear. So you people need to calm down. We need that justice so that we will use that. In fact, a scapegoat. Anybody in the industry has to be secure. For work anybody, you are going to jail. Do you feel okay? Do you know the reason? Many of them. Teniola, do you know what Teniola is going through? Daddy, Mohbad actually did a collabo with her. One be woman. They are begging that woman, come and release on here. You people don't understand. Because the moment Mohbad is saying release only by all the collabos. By all the collab one-on-one on Banky W. Only one year, be ni. When you are doing a record, when you are in the studio, ask Kiss Daniel. When Kiss Daniel is nothing, Kiss Daniel will call buy. Oh, pension buy. Ask him. Oh, my call pension buy. My call studio. Koto blow. G worldwide, local shebo boy rada. At the end of the day, oh make it by who Tiwa Savage at the video. They put him back on the platform because we only talent. But the mistake Mohbad did, only know what doing to boss story Mohbad step on toes. Mohbad man bunyo. I want to cover Mohbad the call to in fact, to release there. I want to ṣe pẹ̀lú Baba Joko àti Elewenjewe gbogbo wọn bá yẹn gbogbo orin tó ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn. That music you can't even listen to it. Wọ́n bẹ̀ wọ́n ni kó má release ẹ̀ jáde. Tiwa Savage ńkọ́, Teniola ọmọlógo ńkọ́, ọmọ ya teacher ńkọ́. Àwọn orin yẹn tó máa jáde títí di December kò sí any music industry that will release music that will go far. Mohbad will continue reigning. This 2024 is for Mohbad. Because Mohbad has actually did a collabo with most of everybody in the industry. Everybody wants to record with Mohbad. Everybody. And when you are doing business in Agege self, they want to, if you are making money more than the another shop, they will send juju. And when you could this competition in Oja, you got Mohbad facing here now. Mohbad wasn't protected. Mohbad information was all over the place. Mohbad was tagged everywhere. Mohbad was tagged with different artists. Ibitolede, Portable, he was lobbying to do collabo with Mohbad. He was on the queue. Also, was on the queue for Mohbad. When Portable talk life is full of Sam Larry. What if you want bolenu and what endorsement of him? They gave him an endorsement to shut up. And one was not channels love for injustice. And told you be kakiri.
Now, you heard what he said. For those who do not understand what he said Mohbad offended the elders. You know, when they say elders could be those that have been in the industry for a while, those that are in a certain group called society, and also elders could be that you refused to leave, to let go the meat of the elders. You see, when elders are being served a certain meat, and when I say meat, if you know, you know. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, a particular lady is being served to an older man or a richer guy, and she likes you, she wants to be around you, or she wants to use you as a face. Like, I cannot date this man publicly, but I can date this one publicly. And this older one believes that you are benching what is supposed to be for him, even though he doesn't have a future plan for that person. They just want to be the one and the only one enjoying that person. No future plan. They're not going to get married to her. They're not going to do nothing. They just want to be benching her for the days of her life, uselessly. You see? And you are standing. You are standing as a barrier. Yes, we've spoken countless times about what Mohbad did wrong and what he's not supposed to do and all of that. As a lesson to every one of us. The thing is, there is no way Mohbad can learn from his mistakes. Only we that are alive can learn from the mistakes of Mohbad. Exactly as he said, that what makes people, human beings, comfortable with danger, you've been warned, you've been told, this is not your wife or your husband. And I'm not saying someone trying to manipulate you so that they can get access to that person, or someone trying to manipulate you so that they can separate that person, because you've observed that that particular individual is more like a safeguard, like a net, a protector. So they want to cut that person off so that they can penetrate you. They want to break your marriage. They want to break your relationship so that they can start taking money from you, off you, or maybe abuse you or something, or use you in their church. I'm not talking of those manipulative prophets or visions or prophecies and all of that. I'm talking of reality, something that you have heard from 6 different sources that are not connected, that don't even have any interest in you. And they have told you, this particular guy, this particular lady is not for you. Stay away. This is not your wife. If they say this is not your wife, what are you doing with that person for this long? What are you doing with that person? Why don't you just slowly cut yourself off? Get rid. This is somebody who's not your wife. That means you're wasting your time. Now, I don't have any problems in public explanation or talk or narration that we expected the nurse and also Prime Boy spending to do. No, not at all. Very important. Although there are certain things that you need to keep to yourself, because you know once you spill it out, your opposition or the enemy, Wunmi and her camp, will quickly work on what to say at the inquest. Keep it to yourself, appear at the inquest, and throw everything out. Obviously, with evidence or with certain support. That is how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Yes. But because people realize that the inquest and all of that will not yield any result, they've lost trust in it. That is the reason why people are coming out to speak the way they are speaking. That is why people are saying what they are saying, asking them to come out to talk now, because they don't trust the system. Now, there is something important in what he just said, that the police said that Prime Boy and Mohbad had a fight, that all that Prime Boy is saying is a lie, that it was just an ordinary thing. They now shouted at each other. They now hit it. They said, no, it's not true, that both of them fought terribly. Now, Wunmi cannot affirm that claim by the Nigerian police. Now, if truly Mohbad had that terrible fight that prompted Darusha and Adura to come to fight, to hate Mohbad in the fight, you see, all of them, they are not, what they are saying is not adding up. They have lies in their mouth. They are just spitting it out at any given time. Now, they all did what they did. They all packaged what they packaged. They all ran around whatever it is that they wish to run around. They all did their wicked acts. But let us ask ourselves. Let us ask ourselves. Where is this justice for Mohbad? Where is he heading to? Where is he heading to? The Nigerian police came into it and they lied. They covered up. Obviously, they've said that the bullying of Sam Larry and whoever and all of that is the addition, or it is the combination of all of these that resulted now to, they just made it appear like, of course, evidences that have been put out there shows Mohbad was dealt with seriously. But there are no evidence, visual evidence, audio evidence that prove that Naira Marley is involved. Who then? Sam Larry, we saw one. Now, the lawyer representing Sam Larry presented, and of course representing Naira Marley, presented the full copy of the video, of the said video. Now, Mohbad didn't stop at that. He petitioned. And they said, you have been petitioned ahead. How true is it? The police backdated after the petition. Did they call Sam Larry and say, hey, boy, he has petitioned you? Then say, okay, Baba, you know what to do. All right, this is the amount. So the police will now package a petition and backdate it as if Sam Larry had petitioned Mohbad earlier. Petitioned Mohbad earlier. Whereas Mohbad is not alive now to tell us, no, Sam Larry did not petition me. There was nothing of such. He didn't follow through. Since he took it to the police and the police bounced it back and said, why did you come when we invited you? Is it true that Sam Larry had petitioned Mohbad? And what was the petition? You owe me money. Come and pay. Pay for the show that you were supposed to attend, that you didn't attend. Sam Larry said, Mohbad owed me 2 million, and he refused to pay, and he refused to perform. He said he's having problems with his record label. So the money has disappeared. He spent the money. He can't return the money, and he cannot perform. Now, it is obvious that the Nigerian police are not ready to do the needful. They are not ready to work. They are not ready to expose. They are not ready to reveal. They are not ready to detect. They are not ready to investigate. They are not ready to say the truth on this one. It is true. It is true. It is true. It is true that they are not ready to do the needful. It is true. We all have seen that the Nigerian police is tilting. And when I say Nigerian police, I'm talking about Lagos State, that particular section, Panti. They are tilting, they are favoring Wunmi on this. Because there is no reason why Wunmi should not be arrested. Definitely, she should have been invited in, interrogated like others. She should have been locked up. Let's say, oh, there is a little baby of 6 months, so that's why they are giving her that waiver. But it should not have been handled this way. It should not have been handled this way. Wunmi has been given the upper hand in this. Did she bribe some of the police officers via her mom that used to be in the force? Definitely. That's what would have happened. Because everything is working against Mohbad. Everything worked against Mohbad. Till today, if not that we raised our voices to this justice for Mohbad, we will not arrive nowhere. We will achieve nothing. Nothing at all. The nurse, she said it's a setup. That it's a setup. They already know. They already packaged everything. They just needed a nurse that they will rope. So Wunmi had already pre-planned this with her mom. They already thought about it. They already mapped it. Maybe she had already sat down, processed it in her mind. Like, if this happens this way, this is what I am going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Terrible. Terrible. So everything has been put on Prime Boy and the nurse. The police already concluded it. I know it's going to go to the court. Definitely. The police already processed it. They said Prime Boy fought with Mohbad. Mohbad got injured in between, and Prime Boy did not even have a scratch. Imagine. What did Prime Boy use in getting Mohbad that injured? That Mohbad now bled. Previously, it was rushing out like a tap. And Mohbad got home. He doesn't like hospitals. They tried contacting his nurse. She said she's out of town. Okay. Now that she's out of town, they needed another nurse. Spending was contacted. Now that brings in the accessory that the police claim that Spending is. Now, if Spending is the accessory, what then is Wunmi? What is Wunmi if Spending is the accessory to this? Okay. The nurse and Spending and Prime Boy. 3 of them have now been grouped together as responsible for the demise of Mohbad. Now, what is the role of Wunmi in this? What is the role of Wunmi? She said, when they were fighting, Prime Boy likes to get Mohbad angry. When they were fighting, I quickly ran down to call security. So I didn't know what happened when I came back. Wait, are you blind? You don't know what happened. But you saw, according to the police, how Mohbad was just, it was just gushing out of his body. Gushing out of his body. How come you didn't record it? No evidence. No evidence. Spending was asked, the injury that you said Mohbad had when he had this skirmish, jumping here and there, excited, trying to tell his friend to get out of the car, is it enough to pie him? He said no, that was just a scratch. That it was a scratch. Now, I know scratches can become infected. Now, they left. They got home. Mohbad refused to go to the hospital. Is it possible that Mohbad will be gushing like that? Boom, boom. And he will say, I'm not going to the hospital. He will be afraid. He will know that this gushing, if not stopped, I will pie. What will he go and do at home? Oh, they tried to call the nurse. The nurse did not come. Another nurse came in, administered tetanus and all of that, because it's already getting infected and they need antibiotics and all of that. So something happened to something that caused something to happen. Prior to that, what were they giving Mohbad? Wunmi, what were you administering? What did your sister say you should administer to Mohbad? What did you do to Mohbad? Did you guys fight at home? What is that quarrel that you guys had that Mr. Prime Boy claimed that he was trying to settle? These are questions that begs for an answer. These are questions that begs for an answer. It's quite unfortunate that you think you can be absolved. You think that you can wash yourself. You think you can cleanse yourself. You think you can clean. You think you can escape. You think you can escape. That's what you think. That you can escape. You think you can escape. That's what you think. That you can escape from it. No, you will not. You can't escape. You can't escape. You will not escape from this one. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. It is so sad, so terrible. Mohbad's mother, unfortunately, joined with Wunmi, even though it's her own son that is no more. I don't know why. I don't know to what end. I don't know what she stands to gain. in this foolish act. This world is full of wickedness. This world is full of terrible people. One can never understand or believe that Mohbad's mother will do what she's doing. But then, this is what it is. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. Justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. Justice must prevail regardless. We cannot keep our mouth shut on this one. We'll continue to press because we need to make our society a better one. And if we do not act, wickedness will continue without being stopped.